Are there any like top myths or false beliefs that you think are there that are kind of perpetuating this belief?
I think one of the things that we realized is that it is very easy for us to blame drivers. We think that drivers are at fault, right? But if you look at data that I have gone through, of course, some of them are confidential data from call center teams, and basically a lot of reports. We've figured out that close to about 50 to 55, roughly about 50 to 60% of all allegations on drivers are false positive allegations. Now, it could be, like I said, right, the cases where there is a drunk passenger on board on a weekend, right? He or she might ask the driver to, go a few kilometers extra or take a U turn or do a joyride. Or there are so many drunk customers who will ask the driver to drink, right? Some drivers might be chill about it, some drivers might not be chill about it, right? If you're not chill about it, that doesn't mean that you're a bad driver. It means that you're not endorsing that behavior. But the passenger has the power of social media. They'll just go put a tweet. They'll say that I was harassed, XYZ. What do you do over there? The driver will be the first one who's going to be at the line of fire, right? Or his auto, his car will get impounded. He will have to sit in the police station. He gets no legal representation. None of the fleet operators represent the driver, right? Loss of revenue for the vehicle. घर में उस दिन का रेवेन्यू नहीं आएगा एज एन पैसे नहीं आएगा सो it's all linked to each other, and people don't understand that. There are also cases, this is I think this was with one of the aggregators I was talking to while I was doing my research. And so in a cab, right, the driver is always sitting on the right side. The driver is driving for about 10 to 12 hours in a day, right? He gets sweaty and he will essentially be itching himself, right? When you're looking from behind, it looks like, he's doing something uncomfortable. This was, I think, with one of the ride operators about 2 years back, close to about 20 to 25% of cases were just this, that the driver was sweaty, he was uncomfortable. That's about it. Summers mein tha wo that too, right? And he can't switch on the AC and keep it running throughout the day, right? Now, these are things that, we as people are not told about. This is not something that will come in the newspaper. It's not sexy enough for the newspaper to cover it. Newspaper will cover it only if, the headline reads that, auto driver did this XYZ to a passenger. That is what we wanted to solve for. We want to solve for hearsay. I truly believe that there are very, very good drivers. Like Auto Kannadiga, Aju Bhai, we call him Aju Bhai. He says the same thing. He's like, भाई है लोग खराब है ऑटो ड्राइवर्स बट इट्स नॉट एवरी वन इट्स अ वेरी स्मॉल सिग्निफिकेंट इनसिग्निफिकेंट पार्ट ऑफ द सोसाइटी राइट एंड दे आर द वंस हु क्रिएट अ रकस जिसकी वजह से हमारे पूरे कौम का नाम खराब होता है राइट he essentially is doing his bit to endorse the fact that all auto drivers are not bad. He's doing his bit by whatever initiative he's doing right now. We need more people like him to come out and publicly talk about it. Because till the time I have become understanding or empathetic about auto drivers or cab drivers or any fleet aggregator, primarily because I was told to speak to them first before making a decision or understanding or making a basically perceiving that this is okay, this is not okay. That is again thanks to community, thanks to Namayatri teaching us that on a daily basis. But that is what we want to solve for. If you want to build a business in India where you want to cater both to customers and there is an end user who is also your consumer, learn to A, reduce friction between all of them, and B, keep hearing them, keep understanding what is it that they want. Because if you keep speaking to them, they will pay you whatever you want to.